The girl stepped off the coach and saw the man she married was not only over 50 and was full of scars. It was quite plain to make him break off the betrothal. Angela planned to portray herself as worthless. Seeing her fiancé enter, Angela quickly stepped up. She claimed she was not a good woman. She thought the girl would retreat at the challenge, but he was totally unexpected. Jeffrey said that they could talk later. Now they were headed to the church for the wedding. This left Angela somewhat at a loss. Before leaving, he urged Angela to dress festively. Watching Jeffrey's departing figure, Angela wouldn't compromise. At the wedding venue, she wore the black wedding outfit on purpose, showing her displeasure, faced with befuddled pieces of feathers. Jeffrey remained utterly unfazed. Angela's rebellious demeanor he found quite cute. At the grand wedding banquet, Jeffrey had conflict with the bishop. Angela felt he was too impulsive. After all, the bishop held immense power. Offending him wasn't smart, but Jeffrey was unfazed. As an atheist, he believes fate is in his hands. Jeffrey's fearless courage against power, it earns Angela's admiration. On wedding night, Angela made excuses to send all the maids away, then quickly blocked the doorknob with a chair. She didn't want to submit to a bold and ugly man. Because this marriage was merely a transaction, visible, Angela's father was confronted with creditors. To repay his debts, he sold her to the count with the marriage contract. Angela was angry and helpless at the news. She wished if her brother were still alive, he would have stopped this. But the maid dashed her hopes. For her brother had been missing for 14 years. This made Angela feel utterly desperate. With no one to talk to, she could only run to the stable to vent her emotions. Just then, her cousin Philip came over. Angela asked her cousin to take her away, but Philip turned her down. Angela called him a coward. Then she rode away without looking back. Then she found Nicholas, who had always admired her. She asked him to possess her, because she thought the count wouldn't want a used item. Seeing the goddess throw herself at him, Nicholas did not refuse. However, just as they were getting to the point, Angela's father rushed over with people. The scene before him infuriated him. He shouted that he would hang Nicholas. Angela didn't want to involve the innocent. She told Nicholas to leave, because her father always knew what he said. Then she ran to the church to repent, and confessed a long-hidden secret to the priest. When she was young, her father took her to her cousin's house. She overheard someone with the priest planning to poison King Louis if. While the man was out, she stole the rebel letters from the drawer. When the man returned to find the letters missing, he thought the priest had betrayed him. He killed him right away. This terrified Angela. At this point, the priest asked if she saw the killer. Angela replied she only remembered the man wore 2 rings. One ring had 2 crossed knives. Angela always thought she caused the priest's staff, therefore tormented by nightmares for years. The reason she brought it up was to express her remorse. But unexpectedly, the priest thought it was serious. So he turned around and told the crown prince. But he did not know the crown prince led the rebellion, and also the killer of the priest. So when he revealed the secret, he was sent straight to the northwest. The crown prince feared Angela would learn his identity, so he sought her uncle prince to ask about her. Learning that Angela had married Count Jeffrey, the crown prince became anxious. He feared that Angela would tell Jeffrey about this. Eventually, they would reach the king's ears. To clear all risks, the prince wanted Prince to get rid of Jeffrey. Meanwhile, Angela was completely unaware of all this. She lied in bed, writing a comic. The sudden appearance of the count startled Angela. She asked Jeffrey how he got in. Jeffrey explained that there was an escape route in the room. Angela told him not to get any delusions. I think he could get something from her. But Jeffrey never intended to force her. He not only promised to let Angela go, and she will return the dowry. This surprised Angela greatly. It made her curious about the man. The next day, she ran to Jeffrey's study to explore. Just then, the bishop walked in. Angela politely greeted him. The bishop had dark motives. He wanted to stir trouble between Angela and Jeffrey, but Angela was not fooled at all. Then Jeffrey showed up, cutting their talk. Seeing his plan fail, Ricky had to leave reluctantly. Angela told Jeffrey. Ricky claimed he could turn stone into gold. He was a wizard with demons. Jeffrey did not elaborate on this. Instead, they took her straight to his secret lair. Here, Jeffrey shared with Angela the secret